All right, you need to come out here and get yourself the Brooklyn Pickle. I was talking about this with one of my buddies. I was like, yo, there's no better sandwich in the state of New York than the Brooklyn Pickle. And now that I found out that they're going down to North Carolina, we are taking over your taste buds everywhere you are, wherever you're going to be. You need to get yourself out to the Brooklyn Pickle. Pinehurst, you just realized that you found yourself the best sandwich shop that you're ever going to have. This is a glorious moment. It's a blessing to your community. You're welcome. Brooklyn in the house, baby. Go over to the Brooklyn Pickle. You already know what it is.
You heard the man. Head to Brooklyn Pickle Pinehurst on 1788 Old Morgantown Road in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Coach Dan Tortora, WakeUpCall.dt.com. You look at this conference as a whole and how it's evolved over time. SMU in Dallas, Texas, and then two on the West Coast with Cal and with Stanford. How would you define what the ACC is becoming in the grand scheme of collegiate football?
Gosh, Dan, I was here when Florida State came in. And I remember Florida State was so good, and John Swafford came to me and we weren't good. And he said, do you mind if Florida State comes in the league? And I said, yes. I said, my Lord, why would I want them in the league? And I said, wait 5 years and we'll do it. And he said, okay, I'll do that. We put them in the next year. So I saw that. Then I saw the changes with Syracuse and the Boston College and all of those Virginia Techs and those teams coming in. And then I was at Texas when we were down to hours that I thought Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Texas, and Texas Tech were going to the Pac-12. And all of that was going to change because it changed your recruiting areas. It changed the travel for your teams. It changed the travel for the parents. It changed the expense for the parents. So when you start looking at what's happened to this league now, and really a third change, I guess, we had the change with a lot of different dynamics with teams coming in. Then we had Notre Dame's addition, and now we've had 3 new teams. It makes it exciting for our players to go to a Cal or a Stanford or a Dallas that maybe they haven't been to before. It makes it fun for fans, but at the same time you have to think about what does it change in recruiting, what does it change for your academic schedule, and how much more difficult is it for the parents to get to see their sons play.
Dan Tortora, WakeUpCall.dt.com. Connor, for you to be on a team where not only you're competing for the job at quarterback, but Max is here with you today, just that representation and that relationship that you both have to be competitive, but to also be family.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I obviously get asked this question a lot, and I always say, me and Max are the only people in the world going through this situation with these coaches and with this team. And obviously brings you closer. You know, we're together all the time, working together, trying to figure out how to make the team better. And that brings you closer. So I think the end goal is, we want to win a championship, and that creates a bond. So.
Dan Tortora, WakeUpCall.dt.com. Max, you have had a journey when it comes to the transfer portal from LSU to Texas A&M, now to North Carolina. To someone who maybe is in a place where it's not the right fit, what did you learn? What type of wisdom and knowledge can you share about the portal and how to handle the re-recruitment of college football?
Yeah, I think, the transfer portal is a big part of, college football now. You see all, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray. You've seen so many big-time guys transfer from school to school, and I think, being in Carolina with Coach Brown and, all these great players around me, I'm so excited for the opportunity. I'm so blessed to be able to be here. And, it's a tough time being in the portal. You're getting phone calls, every single day. And for me, it was just finding the best fit for me, and building that relationship with these guys. And Coach Brown was so important for me.
Tortora, WakeUpCall.dt.com came in to have a head coach like Mack Brown, who's had so much experience and has seen the world of college football as a coach, and also on the other side of it, looking at it and analyzing it. What does that mean to you to have his knowledge and his wisdom on a daily basis to train you and prepare you?
I mean, first off, man, I'm getting coached by a Hall of Famer. First off, you know what I'm saying? Won a national championship. And I mean, you can't just get that anywhere. There's not a lot of places that can say that. So for me to say that is truly an honor and a privilege. And for him stepping into his 5th year of coaching and stepping into my 5th year of playing, for us being his, for the 2020 class to be his first recruiting class coming back to UNC, that is also another honor and another privilege. And I'm just glad to be a part of the journey, just as much he was on this journey as well. So, but just to really be a part of the knowledge and the wisdom that he shares with our team each and every day, team meeting, practice, outside of everything, it's just like, like I said, I can't say nothing but it's an honor and a privilege, because this is a guy that not only has given me a shot when a lot of Power 5 programs didn't offer me out of high school, he took the shot on me. Nobody else did but him. And so he saw that he trusted me early on. Before I even had trusted myself, he trusted me. And so just to learn from him, have to grow up with him, really, just to learn from him each and every day, the X's and O's of football, but just also life in general. Like he said, it's not a 4-year decision, it's a 40-year decision. And for him to just set me up for life, allowing me just to be the person that I am, to be the person that I am on the field, off the field, getting involved with the community, utilizing NIL, not for my own purposes. I'm helping out in the community and serving others. It's just, you know, obviously for everybody else that benefits from that as well, teaching us life lessons each and every day. That's something that you don't get in every single football program. So for Coach Brown to still be here, still pushing it, still going hard as if he was just back in his first year coaching, man, it's truly an honor and a privilege. And Coach Brown, personally, I appreciate you for trusting me and allowing me to stay this long, and, you know, just me being a part of this journey with you. So I love you and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you. Love you too, brother. Tell them very quickly what you did with your NIL money.
Oh yeah, so since we're on the topic of NIL, it was about a couple of months ago, or a month ago, I went back to my hometown, and, you know, this is a bunch of 5th graders at my alma mater elementary school, 5th graders that are going into their 6th grade, and, you know, anybody who has children or has children that are going into that 5th grade, particularly boys, you know, they go through a lot of bodily and anatomically changes. And so with me, what I did, I utilized my NIL, and I purchased book bags, different hygienics such as deodorant, kind of little bags of cologne, of course, and I kind of branched out with my Brother Butcher merch as well. So if y'all feeling generous, you know, come ahead, brotherbutcher.com. But I also offered that as well to these kids. But all jokes aside, you know, I just wanted to help them out with their hygienics as well, because this is a different point. This is a very big change in their lives. You know, I feel like there's very important changes in people's lives, and that's transitioning from school and transitioning to another level of K through 12, and going into college, and transitioning from college to the real world. And so for me, I utilize my NIL to really help them in their first stage of their life, going from essentially being a boy to a young adult, or going into that level into their lives where they start holding accountability and responsibility, and of course, take care of their body along the way. So